It's week 2 of our simulated 2024 Texas A&M football season on College Football 25, and the Aggies take on McNeese State. As you know, if you play the game, football championship subdivision teams like McNeese State aren't included in the normal game, so we had to find a user makeup of the McNeese State team to play against the Aggies in the team builder function. Because of that, rosters, depth charts, and abilities of players might not be exactly right, so we're going to focus in on the performances of just the Aggies in this dominating performance. As was the case last week, depth charts are up to date with the real-life A&M depth chart, and injuries are accounted for up until Tuesday, the night of the recording. So, without further ado, let's get into the simulation of Texas A&M and McNeese State. McNeese began the game hot, gashing the Aggies through the ground, which led to this 45-yard field goal to put the Cowboys up 3-0. A&M quickly gained the lead and registered what would be the game-winning score on this 6-yard run by running back Amari Daniels. Later in the first, Aggie cornerback B.J. Mays jumped the route on this long throw to the numbers and made a house call from 30 yards out, putting the Aggies up 14-7. In our virtual world, it was his second interception of the season. Early in the second, quarterback Connor Wigman connected with wideout Noah Thomas for a 45-yard touchdown pass, a refrain in this Aggies win. Thomas recorded 3 touchdown catches in the last simulation against Notre Dame. Just a few minutes later, Wigman found Ja'Day Walker open over the middle of the field and spread the touchdown wealth on a 20-yard touchdown pass, bringing the score to 28-7. Walker, the Aggies' resident dancer, knows how to celebrate a lead. McNeese might want to keep an eye on Thomas, who picked up his 5th virtual touchdown of the season, wide open in space on the end of a 10-yard throw from Wegman, put the Aggies up by 32. A&M wasn't done before halftime, with slot receiver Cyrus Allen getting in on the action with this 64-yard catch and scamper for a score. And in the waning minutes of the first half, Aggie linebacker Damian Sanford recorded an interception, his second of the virtual season, that led to Thomas's 3rd touchdown of the first half on a 63-yard score where he burned past his defender. The Aggies took a 49-3 lead to the locker room. Minutes into the third, Wegman issues a perfect pass to Thomas, who drags a toe and scores his 4th touchdown of the game. McNeese completed its offensive performance with a boomed 52-yard field goal in the final minutes of the third quarter, cutting the Aggie lead to a mere 53. Wigman to Thomas one more time, Wigman to Thomas one more time. Just a yard short of his last touchdown, this one is 63 yards and his 5th of the game. Wigman's one blemish of the game was an interception thrown into the end zone with 11 minutes to play in the game. Both of Wigman's virtual interceptions have come in the fourth quarter. Another Aggie interception led to a pair of consecutive Randy Bond field goals, his first from 41 yards and the second from 37 yards. Bond went 2 for 3 on the day, missing a short effort late in the fourth quarter. Finally, with defensive second-teamers in the game, linebacker Tristan Jernigan picked off a pass for the Aggies' second defensive pick 6 of the game, which included a 40-yard return into the end zone. A&M advances to 2-0 in the virtual 2024 season with a 76-6 win over the Cowboys in Kyle Field. The Aggies posted 696 total yards of offense, averaging 15.5 yards per pass. The Aggies won the turnover battle by 3 in the game. Virtual Wegman found his footwork and followed a 400-yard passing performance against Notre Dame with a 510-yard afternoon in this matchup with 7 passing touchdowns. Thomas collected his 5 touchdowns on 8 catches for 233 yards. Walker and Allen both compiled 80-plus yard days. We get a slightly more realistic look at the Aggie season in week 3 when A&M travels down to Florida to face the Gators in the Swamp. We'll be back next week to bring that prediction on College Football 25.